Right now, you just made a choice. Maybe you skipped breakfast to save time. Maybe you stayed up late to finish something important. Maybe you gave up something you wanted so someone else could have it. You didn't think twice about it. But here's the thing. That instinct, that ability to give something up for a greater good, is not modern. It is not civilized. It is ancient. It goes back further than language, further than fire, further than the first stone tool ever carved. And the story of what ancient humans actually sacrificed to survive is one of the most shocking things you will ever hear. Let's go back way back 100,000 years ago. A small tribe of humans is living on the edge of survival. Every single day is a fight. Not a metaphorical fight. A real one. Against cold, against hunger, against predators, against disease, against each other. And in this world, every single decision matters. Every piece of food, every hour of sleep, every member of the tribe. Nothing can be wasted. Nothing. So, here is the first shocking sacrifice. Food. You think sharing food is normal? You think it is kind. You think it is generous. But 100,000 years ago, sharing your food meant risking your own survival. If you gave your meat to someone else, you might go hungry tonight. If you went hungry tonight, you might be too weak to hunt tomorrow. If you were too weak to hunt tomorrow, you might not eat for days. And yet, ancient humans shared their food anyway. Researchers studying hunter-gatherer tribes today, the closest living relatives of our Stone Age ancestors, found something extraordinary. The best hunters in the tribe almost never kept the most food. They gave it away. To the elderly. To the children. To the sick. To the weak. Why? Because they understood something that took modern economists thousands of years to figure out. A tribe that shares survives longer than a tribe that hoards. The sacrifice of personal food was the foundation of human civilization. Think about that. But food was not the only sacrifice. Here is the second one. Sleep. You love sleep. Everyone loves sleep. Your body needs sleep. But in the Stone Age, sleeping meant vulnerability. While you slept, predators moved. While you slept, enemies approached. While you slept, fire died. So ancient tribes developed a system. Someone always stayed awake, every single night, without exception. Researchers studying modern hunter-gatherer tribes found that ancient sleep patterns were completely different from ours. They did not sleep in one long block like we do. They slept in shifts. Some members of the tribe slept while others watched. Then they switched. Then they switched again. Every night, for their entire lives. The sacrifice of full, uninterrupted sleep was the price of survival. And here is the part that will stay with you. The people who stayed awake the longest were not the strongest. They were the oldest. The elders of the tribe, whose bodies woke naturally in the night, became the tribe's natural alarm system. Their inability to sleep deeply, which we now call insomnia, was not a weakness. It was evolution protecting the tribe. Now here is the sacrifice that shocked researchers the most. Status. In the modern world, we fight for status. We want to be seen. We want to be important. We want to be recognized. But in ancient tribes, the most respected members were not the ones who took the most. They were the ones who gave the most away. Anthropologists studying ancient tribal societies found a pattern so consistent it appeared in every culture on every continent. The leader who kept the biggest share for himself lost his tribe's loyalty within one generation. The leader who sacrificed his own comfort for his people was followed, protected, and remembered for generations. Ancient humans understood instinctively that power came not from taking, but from giving. The sacrifice of personal status and comfort was the price of true leadership. But none of these compare to the fourth sacrifice, the one that is almost impossible to comprehend. Time. Not an hour. Not a day. Years. Ancient humans sacrificed years of their lives to raise children who were not their own. Orphaned children in ancient tribes were not abandoned. They were adopted immediately by other members of the tribe, not out of legal obligation, not out of social pressure, not because someone told them to, but because every child represented the future of the entire tribe. Lose one child, lose one future hunter, lose one future gatherer, lose one future mother, lose one piece of the tribe's survival. Ancient humans understood that children were not personal possessions. They were collective investments, the tribe's most precious resource, and the sacrifice of time, of personal freedom, of years of energy to raise another person's child was considered the highest honor a tribe member could perform. So here is the full picture. Ancient humans sacrificed their food, so the tribe stayed strong. They sacrificed their sleep, so the tribe stayed safe. They sacrificed their status, so the tribe stayed united. They sacrificed their time, so the tribe's future survived. And here is the part that changes everything. None of these sacrifices were forced. No law required them. No government enforced them. No religion demanded them. They were chosen, freely, instinctively, because ancient humans understood something we sometimes forget. You cannot survive alone, no matter how strong you are, no matter how smart you are, no matter how fast you are. Alone, you are prey. Together, you are unstoppable. The sacrifice was not weakness. The sacrifice was the strategy. And here is the thought I want to leave you with. The next time you share something you didn't have to share, the next time you stay up late to help someone, the next time you give something up so someone else can have it, you are not being modern. You are not being civilized. You are not following a rule. You are doing something 100,000 years old. Something written so deep in your DNA that no amount of time has been able to erase it. You are being human, exactly the way humans have always been. And that is the most powerful thing about us. If this made you see yourself differently, subscribe. There is a lot more where this came from.